Hello, welcome to the United Round. I am Wayne, and this is my first video on the channel. And as you can see on the thumbnail, should we be worried for Ten Hag? Um, I've got some real concerns with Ten Hag at this moment in time. I've been thinking about this since maybe before the Liverpool game, maybe because the way Eric Ten Hag has been behaving lately, like with the trophies, what he mentioned in the presser, like saying that we are second behind City in the last couple of years. I just don't understand where he's coming from with that. I don't understand it. I do not understand why he would say that. We are far from Manchester City. We are nowhere near Manchester City. Even we are not even close to Arsenal or Liverpool or even Aston Villa right now. We are so far behind. We are decades behind. I will tell you that for a fact. We are decades behind at this moment in time. As long we start getting, as long as we get start seeing performances on the pitch, then we can start analysing and seeing where we are in the future wise. And I cannot see us being that close to the Aston Villa's, Liverpool's, Arsenal's, and definitely not Manchester City. So I do not understand where he said that. These trophies are not big major trophy. Maybe the FA Cup is a bit of a major, but the Carabao Cup is nothing, nowhere near as a major cup. It's just a domestic cup. It's nothing major really. But things need to change on the pitch, and Casemiro, what an absolute blinder that was against Liverpool. It's just disgusting how he played on that pitch. He should have been subbed off, even probably before that disallowed goal, maybe. But Casemiro has been there, done that. He's got all the experience in the world to be a class, to show his class. It's like if me or you, we were working in our jobs for 10 years or over 10 years, and we will know that we've got the experience and all the other credentials that we can be very confident to do our job, and we can get our job done because we've been in our job for over 10 years. And you will pick up the tricks of the trades, you will learn little tricks here and there, you will get that experience because you've been there for so long in your job. And it's like Casemiro with his experience at Real Madrid, with all the stuff he's won at Real Madrid, all the experience what he got with Real Madrid. It's just he shouldn't be making them sort of mistakes. Yeah, we are human. Everybody's human. We all make mistakes. I get that, but it seems he does it more often. Casemiro, he doesn't have a one-off every now and then. He does it quite often. These little mistakes. Don't get me wrong. He's had a really good pre-season, but he's not doing anything groundbreaking, is he really? But I just hope Manuel Ugarte can switch it up and get that performance and get that midfield sorted out. Really need to get that midfield sorted out. It is definitely sorting. It is definitely an issue because of the gaps what we have been leaving in that midfield. It's just been bad. It's been really bad. That Liverpool game was bad. The massive gap in that midfield when we was against Liverpool is just really bad, and that's how I think of it. And just hopeful that Eric Ten Hag can sort the things out, sort that midfield out. If we get a bad result against Southampton, Eric Ten Hag needs to worry, and he needs to sort the team out and sort the tactics out, because over the last 3 years Eric Ten Hag's been here, I don't recognise the tactics. I can't see what we're trying to do. Maybe some other people might be able to see what we're trying to do, but I cannot see what we are trying to do. I do not understand what we are trying to do, because there's always that misfunction in the midfield. What is going on in the midfield? What are we trying to do in the midfield? I do not understand. When we lose the ball, it's like a bunch of headless chickens running about in the midfield, like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," like, where they're going, where we're going, what should I run this way? Should I run that way? A misunderstood midfield, what is a big issue, and we need to sort that midfield out. And Manuel Ugarte needs to come in. He should start. He's had 2 games. You could say, yeah, he might be a bit jet lag and a bit tired from travelling, but you can get over that. I'm sure you can get over that and get around that. You should be able to get around a bit of jet lag and a bit. If he could perform like that, if Manuel Ugarte can perform for his country in two, and he played 2 very good matches. What I've seen is he played very, very well. And if he could play that well, he can play well against Southampton. And he needs to start for for us. He needs to start for us for Southampton. That is a must. Eric Ten Hag needs to bring him in. If he doesn't bring him in and he puts Casemiro in, and then I think it's going to be curtains, and we're going to get overrun again by the midfield and players. They can see what's going on the pitch. The players should be tracking back. Rashford needs to get his act together as well. Rashford needs to start tracking back as well. I don't know why he keeps playing him as well. To me, Rashford doesn't deserve a spot on the pitch. He deserves a spot on the bench. It should be Garnacho and Ahmad who should be playing instead of Rashford at this moment in time. But that's me. I just think, and it's my opinion, that we should just get Rashford off the pitch and let Rashford just think about what is going on, get his act together, get his self together, and probably bring him on as a sub. Maybe he might get an impact. Maybe Rashford might get the impact from being a sub, and he might be able to think on the bench what is going on, and he might be able to sort his act out if he gets put on the bench. And I just don't understand why Eric Ten Hag doesn't put him on the bench. He hasn't performed the way he was a couple of seasons ago. Last season, Rashford, he was very appalling. He was atrocious, and he wasn't the player what he was a couple of seasons ago, and he is far from that. So Rashford, get him on the bench, get Garnacho on, and get Ahmad on. They can provide as well for the striker, and they'll put the balls in the box for the striker, and that's what I think of it. But like I've said, for now, I'm worried for Ten Hag. The reason why I'm worried for Ten Hag is because what he said before the Liverpool game about the trophies, and then he had an interview with Alex Crook on TalkSport. He said something about mentality, and Alex Crook responded saying, "What are you going to do? You mentioned about mentality a few times. What are you going to do about mentality?" And then Eric Ten Hag turns around and said, "I don't know what you're on about mentality. I didn't say that at all." And he clearly did. He said it. You could hear it. He said he will go do something about the players' mentality. And I hope that the TalkSport people showed the clip of him saying the mentality, and I hope he's realised that he said that as well. So I hope that the TalkSport workers or people have showed him that problem and that fault what he did, and they're the warning signs for me. They're the red flags for me, and I do worry what is going to happen. And if we do not get a performance against Southampton, there's going to be big trouble for us. There's going to be big trouble for Eric Ten Hag. There's going to be trouble, and he needs to get his act together. He needs to sort himself out. He needs to sort the team out, and he needs to sort that midfield out. And he needs to get Manuel Ugarte in that midfield to sort the midfield out. He's not going to be. I don't think Manuel Ugarte is going to be performing at his best, but I reckon he can do a better job than Casemiro. Casemiro just needs a break, or just needs a sit on the bench or something. He might have to play different games instead of the Premier League games. He might just have to play the other cup games. Maybe Casemiro, just get him on to something else instead of trying to perform and try and get us to somewhere on the Premier League side of things. Just leave Casemiro doing something else. But let's get Emmanuel Ugarte in against Southampton. I hope we get a result against Southampton. I don't want to be stuck on 3 points with 4 games into the league so far. I want us to get 6 points after the Southampton game. So let's cross our fingers and hope, see what we can get. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for being awesome. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.